So let's get the derivative of x cubed plus 2x squared plus 50. So there are two methods of differentiation we can use. So as you can see, we have a variable that has an exponent, such as x cubed and 2x squared, right? And then we have a constant term. So if we encounter a term that has a variable and has an exponent, then we're going to use what we call as the power rule. So power rule of differentiation is like this. So if you're going to get the derivative of a term that has a variable in which it has an exponent, so what you're going to do, just simply bring down the exponent, copy the variable, and then the exponent above that you used to bring down shall be subtracted by 1. All right? Or basically just memorize this formula. Okay? Next, how about if we have a constant term? So we have this one. Let C be represented for constant term. All right? Or for constant numbers. Okay? So if we have a term that is a constant term in particular, then the derivative of a constant term is 0. All right? So let's apply it here. Okay. So we have the first term, which is x cubed. Since we have a term that has a variable in which it also has an exponent, we're going to use power rule. So what we're going to do is just simply bring down the exponent, copy the variable, and then the exponent you used to bring down will be subtracted by 1. All right? So that's it. Next, how about for the second term? So you see, in the second term, we have a coefficient of 2, all right? And then we have a variable, specifically x squared or x raised to 2. So we're still going to use power rule. So what we're going to do first is we're going to let 2 as it is, meaning we're not going to touch 2 yet, all right? Just leave it as it is, all right? Then we are now going to get the derivative of x squared. So since x squared is a term that has a variable and each variable has an exponent, we're going to use power rule, just like what I mentioned earlier. So x squared, right? So just simply bring down the exponent, then copy the variable, and then the exponent you used to bring down will be subtracted by 1. That's it. All right. And last but not the least, we have a constant term of 50. And since 50 is just a constant term, recall that the derivative for a constant term is equal to 0. Hence, the result would be just 0. All right. So let's simplify. We're going to have 3x raised to 2 because 3 minus 1 is 2 plus here the coefficient, the one we don't touch it, we're going to multiply it together with this one. So 2 times 2x raised to 2 minus 1 will be 4x. That's it. All right. So this could be your final answer, or you can factor this out by what do you call this one? By factoring x. Okay. So if you're going to factor out x, this would be the result. That's it. So this is your final answer. If you guys don't know how to factor yet, then I suggest you should know the basics of mathematics. All right, because factoring and simplifying an expression is very important in some cases, or maybe in most cases. It depends on instruction given by your teacher or in a test. All right.